Welcome to Nomak Radio. Conscious scream, drum and bass, hang out. Tired of watching TV and the mind control program. Those programs are scheduled, ordered with time. Figaro, mi amor, nevermore should I hear. Monarchy amongst democracy, a republic, United States, a corporation. These words are like slams, but grand slams be the breakfast. Bedrock, Flintstone. Here's a story about a girl. Bloodhounds, police watching. Rooftops, owls, and gargoyles. Secret councils, White Walkers. It's a Game of Thrones. Minds and psychologies. Impasse amongst sociopaths that make them more so. Mirrors and precisions of light and consciousness, spaces and time like radio, the brain, a broadcast, a receiver, tuning into which station depending on where you walk and where you stand, the things you think upon. Ghost in a physical reality. In an existential crisis, everyone searching for something, but these are nightmares, not sweet dreams. Monkeys and Reese's Monkey Experiment, Reese's Pieces, E.T. Phone Home, psychologies, the collective hive masses I'm not a part of, but still I'm on key, pressing down on the piano, playing the checkerboard you stand on. In 5D chess, Nomak, number one target, hard to miss but hard to get. Let me not play a helpless romantic. Either take my life or don't waste my time. You tried to starve me down, possibly weaken me, making me easily more perceptible to take over. But in fact, I got stronger, more efficient and quicker, devoid of a diet, top ramen, whatever. Sometimes only one a day, like a ration. Flying low like an angel reaper, bat out of hell. Smooth swagger, move swift like Azazel. Slicing to the truth of a matter. These ligaments of mine be ligaments in time or suggestions, hypnosis. I listen a lot of times to ASMR artists to calm down my consciousness. I'm so aware, even of their word bank and the words they choose to say, which ones they wouldn't, naturally, lest they heard of it. Tactics pertaining to demographics and psychologies pertain to communication. What you think is what you're saying, and what you're covering shows that you're covering it. That thing that sleeps beneath the skin and haunts upon men. That little horn from Egypt I with a quisp. Forevermore, evermore can you see me, Edgar Allan Poe. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Lord say unto the churches, Philadelphia. Neon blue lights, time traveling down a casket shape, an extra dimensional space in 5D. Niggas in jumpsuits with earpieces like at the airport, but for 80s fitness. Things are more different than you can imagine. High on these demographics, I'm not rapping, I'm just speaking to you. And this is my rhythm, it's the rhythm to my madness. They said I'm schizophrenic, but I ain't got no friends, even with myself. Isn't that intricate? This catapult of life that first takes a fingerprint from the moment you're born, you're an inmate. Isn't it interesting? Niggas come out in jumpsuits and chains, moving and gliding, Moonwalker, MC Hammer. Let the coon jig, and he's jigging, and he made himself a prophet. The truth he tells is worth more than what's in his pockets. But for the money, is he gagged in his responses? This world is dangerous. It has the head of an iguana. Night terrors came down and put their heart on us. And we ate of the soup and took of the bread and became a part of the circus we watched. Are my words revolutionary in thought? I don't know. This is just how I am. Like I said, it take ASMRs just to calm my mind. I'm mad aware. Wondering if these young ladies are trapped in rooms like I am, such as Myra, forgive me. Rapunzel, interesting. I used to pull my ex-girlfriend through the window using bed sheets and your long hair. You came out to put me to sleep. Over a decade later, isn't it interesting the names that we choose and the spirits that are wrought from things in the earth and where they pick up? Re-emerging, doing things, not knowing why, wondering if she is asleep in thought, but she can hear with her inner ear, and I find it interesting. She has to have a good heart to pick up the frequency. Things I do to go to sleep. Nomak radio. Many thoughts and many ideas, they come spilling out. Heaven is etheric. It comes dropping down like a shiny city. The reflections of lights off of gold chains hanging off niggas. It's night. Wesley Snipes in the park. Check out them chains and car lights. That row of cars that come down the road with their headlights on. Look like the shimmer, shiny one. What's a snake? They call a nigga Naga, but that means king or god. Shaka Zulu, nigga. Real beard, heavy metal, Harley Davidson. Got a face hair like Cthulhu, nigga. Coming down the street. Mad Hawaiian. Chicks outside streaming that Hulu, nigga. Exhaust pipe sound like it's spitting out voodoo. kicking up pavement and rocks with a bandana and a leather coat on. 70s coming out the alpine of my motorcycle. Float on, name of the song. Funky and frenetic, it's poetic, like ink into the flesh. These detriments are to disturb the peace that we were born in, consuming our innocence with the news of our testament. We wear prints on our flesh, knowing it's temporary, even though tattoos are not spiritual. My words are lyrical, intricate matters of wizardry, so cynical. At the pinnacle of its heights, it could commit suicide and grow a flower and devour your mind, the greatest beast, such beauty you ever saw. Technologies and technological jumps, quadrants. Thank you to all the ASMRists that let me know I'm alive. I can tell that you tuned in to my random shenanigans and rants. I'm trying to bring back and resurrect the dead like bald niggas. Bald niggas is like the bald eagles of America. They were rare in the 90s and bitches went wild. Bald niggas like Omar Epps and Michael Jordan, Eraserhead. Niggas fucked the game up for us all that had flat tops. Fuck them niggas. Black on black crime. I'm on Twitter talking that shit. Knowing good well I got my Jordans on, but fuck that nigga anyway. He wear red and I'm kinda crip, but goddamn, that's my team. I turned into a little kid. Backwards baseball cap, never seemed to grow up. My inner wishes of selling this street coke. So fiend, keep it fresh in these bars, stay out of prison though. Are only to buy a big wheel, even though I just turned 17. Never had a real Christmas. Look at me, a bad guy in the system of society. Those blue guys, those Democrats come around and pat my pockets with their batons and call me Rodney. But I am a Naga king. My words from my heart sing like Sinatra, the gangs of America who spat from New York. A rap, and this world is a rapture, and governments and systems that leak into underground taverns. My niggas like Hebrews grow up like Ninja Turtles, coming from the underground beneath the sewers, talking that shit. Notice how they standing outside a church. Ever find it funny? How much chicken do they sell? Convert streets up with your knee up, looking like Captain Morgan, but sure enough, decked out with your neck out, reading Bible verses that they never heard of, even though they've been in churches ever since they birth. What is a funeral? This katana is wielded in diamonds and gold. Look how it shimmers like a star. This calligraphy I torpedo off and write miracles in the symphony of time and watch it twinkle down like a Disney show. Doing the waltz more like a macabre. Jester, just a clown. Yes, sir. Feed me cornbread. Pay me. Give me what I'm worth. But I'm worth less, so what you pay me for, nigga? It take a whole country, even 7 nations, just to slay me. I'm just a man, not a beast. Look what one did. We called him Christ. He came from outside of the cube. Watch how I rap these words, and these words rap like witches brew. Call me Miles Davis, I'm gifted. I just speak and hang out listening to drum and bass and let my memories swirl like the cream in a coffee. Then I think about white girls. I don't know how it happened. Obviously, the way that blacks ain't getting along with one another, this must be the new witchcraft and it's working. 9 to 5 every single day, putting up with supervisors and things outside of their job description. Don't wanna be one of them field niggas without no job. I think Kelsey coming out with a new shoe next week. It should eat like half my shitty paycheck while I chow down on rice just to look the part and fit in at the factory and do the same dance at the same club at the same time in the proper dress code. What's the difference? This mic, this diamond katana turn into liquid dust and stars that you could sniff up and get high. These words have edification for you nerds. Put up your glasses, Velma's titties are so fine. Why are you laughing at the nerve? These niggas get stomped out thousands of times like they were taken out by a millipede that worked at Foot Locker. They gotta put their feet on you like 1,000 times. And you gotta like play it off. Cause like that shit just don't look right. So you keep doing wrong, afraid of your shame. Guilty consciousness peeking around corners like spies and ninjas. Into every other's business because that's only natural of busy bees that got other business going on. And they paranoia must know everything else. You see, the mystery of iniquity does have a pathology, and that pathology has a pattern that I can figure out. Therefore, it's no longer a mystery. It's quite technical and pragmatic how the beehive works and the line of chaos. Once I put it together like an algorithm, even from a rapper that you drop, it has a vibration that reaches across the cube. Micro tiny waves, atoms shifting amongst their spaces. Atmospheric pressure can change your thoughts, and when they change, you blink while you speaking. Unless you just blinking to act like you're normal. The density of your thoughts controls your blink rate. Looking at your face, I can read through you like a scantron. Blindfolded, the mind's golden. Only ashes go in an urn. How much do you earn for your wages? And does that make ends meet like the street business does? And what are the consequences? So you're forced into a financial castration, black man. I'm not a revolutionary. This is just how the system works. Targeted for every means. If it's not free enterprise, then what is it worth? Do people really do good things? And what is the weight of knowledge? Is it opportunity and to get around certain strongholds so you can make out why others don't? To get ahead, how is it possible to keep up with the Joneses if the Joneses aren't even real? Just holographic figurines and all the latest new cars. No one's even got a vehicle that has any age. I think it's interesting for this tax bracket. How much debt does one owe? And how do they get that much credit? And I don't get none at all. Welcome to Nomak Radio, drum and bass hangout. Right here, I like to conscious stream, and I just stream my thoughts. You see, I could run through a bunch of them and never run out. My word patterns match together like fashion designers for the weather. It's the season. Watch people change like the leaves into autumn. House decor and all with the seasons and their spirits of tradition. Those holy days that God don't know about. Rotates this Roman Greco calendar. Church of England, 33 homilies trickle down to every church in the world must preach from. Iron on the neck, shackles on the hands. You're far from your weapon. Black man is in the Bible, but you don't know yourself or your history. You go to school to take the poison, and when you take the poison, do you fall short? God's been there since day one. These spirits aiming to break my faith. I swell up and flex. Nike checks because I get shit done, even when I don't. My hands are blessed, but not like my mind. My mind stays soaring. Firebird like a dove. Coming down like a fallen angel. Jumping in and revving it up. These ASMR chicks, some of them probably have halos, but I don't see any angels, so I understand the truth. My tooth, these fangs, like Grim Reaper sickles, I call teeth. Then I feast on any matters and issues where it grows beef for the cattle that get slaughtered. In my way, here's a stab. Split the sea. Is it red? Metallica Moses. Guns and roses, caskets, kisses of steel, on a rose, on a grave, from God. What's life, and am I living it? Do these words have you on a roller coaster? Is that roller coaster as intimate as your intimate times? Seasons for your anxieties, your temperaments, and your feelings, sometimes feeling happy. But what's the difference in the end? A kaleidoscopic mirror full of promises and events in chronological order. Supposedly, what would we know? If death is the absence of life, then what is death? And how do we define nothing? Maybe we should pay our internet service to keep our life on. What councils must we join? What beliefs must we redefine? How will it change us from our path and course? Supernatural. Supernatural. Alien induction. A gifted. Arousal. Mental. British Holy Temple Barber Shop. Shepherd and Shears, Jesus Christ, King of Hearts. Vampires that get stakes and investments of the stock. Settle on corporations, ninja houses, run atop. Moving like scorpion. Drive. Many enemies fell victim to the poison, and they were farmers that I knew and came after. Following someone they hated and changing along the course. Isn't that a meal that one should be happy about? Edification. Many use mirrors, but the mirrors they use, for what reason? Is it vain? Does their face really change? Is it a portion of their operation every day before they face the world with a face full of makeup on, emotions, expected reactions that are automated, no different than a system, telemetry. Philosophies of men, doctrines inside of classrooms. What makes it traditional? Scholastic apple, bite mark out. Look at the new iPhone, thousands of headshots all look the same, but the chick thinks they're different, not noticing any difference in any picture except the background that's never taken noted, even though she was at National Geographic spots. Isn't it interesting, the vainness of these vines and its grapes it has on them? They are different than I know of, but I don't have knowledge. Just a simple sheep, a sheeple, not knowing people, kept disregarded, unseen like a ghost. This ninja on 10 toes walk around with a backpack. Nobody noticed, but notices exactly, like people are watching for me to do something that I don't even know about. What type of rumor circumvents a nobody is interesting. Many people took out lots on my life, didn't they? But I'm still here. This rambling fool has the gift of gab in many words. I don't even try, I just think and I speak, and the words come together like a marriage. Horse and carriage, you gotta get back by midnight. This world is under mind control, trapped in Cinderella. They own Cinderella time, doing the waltz. And I'm walking around, of course, and they thinking I'm crazy. Funny how they all agree upon something. Why can't we get that in government? And why am I so strange? I don't even say nothing. How many others do they have the same delusion about? But they forget as quickly as they notice and go about their day, don't they? Shifty eyes, sniffling, shuffling the feet, jumping on the driver's side and driving off, wasting gas with no destination. These are the things that I'm trying to say. I notice a vast change in individuals in this world. Nothing seems to be amiss except everything is. And no one notices. No one's the wiser. Double entendre. Welcome to Nomak Radio. This has been the Drum and Bass Hangout. Peace and blessings be with you all.